Hello everyone. I'm Matthew. I'm the son of a Montessori teacher, so Montessori's probably been drilled into me for a few years. I've been through both regular primary school education and Montessori, and I've been through regular mainstream high school here in New Zealand. I was recommended that I tell you a little bit of what I'm doing right now and where I've come from. So at the moment I'm in my 2-week break of my first semester of digital design at AUT, and digital design is a degree focused on filming aspects and animating. And so yeah, I like to theoretically work in that area in movies and games. At the moment, my goals for my life right now is to finish my degree while holding on to my scholarship, do an honors year and enter the workforce at an animation studio, really to do whatever they want me to do before working my way up to a dream job of hopefully being a famous concept artist, if you know what that means. I went to Glendower Primary's Montessori unit and graduated there in 2006, after which I left the safety and comfort of Montessori and travelled out into the big world of high school. Where, not to be overly boastful, I thought I was very successful. At the top of the list of my achievements, I got into the accelerated learning program in year 9 and 10. I competed on a national and international level for my water polo team, traveling to Australia for the first time, which was very fun. I became the deputy head boy last year, the house captain for my house, common room committee leader, and I won the Year 13 Public Speaking Cup. But that's enough for me tooting my own horn. When I look back at my years at Montessori, my fondest educational moments were that of playing with all the material. Oh, did I say playing? I meant learning with the materials. It's different from what I had done previously, because I went to mainstream school for 2 years before I went over to my mother's school. And it really helps you, give you a hands-on feel for what you're doing. You can really visualize how the maths is actually taking place in front of you, which was really helpful for me because I'm a very visual person, as you might have been able to tell by the degree I'm going down. And so, oh sorry, I lost my place. Enables you to visualize your subjects, which really helped me as I'm a very visual person. Montessori differed to a normal class because I got to do what I wanted, when I wanted, and for almost forever how long I wanted. I enjoyed the fact that I could take a break and eat my morning tea when I could go around and kick the ball outside when I wanted. I could progress through the subjects at my own pace, not at the classes. I remember this as a particularly good example. I used to write a lot in my English books. I used to write stories for my English time, and I'd write for maybe an hour, maybe a little more, and well, I had a good flow of what I was imagining back then, which I can't really remember. But yeah, I used to write stories in my English time, and whereas in a normal class, a mainstream normal class, we probably wouldn't be able to write our own short stories or things, and 2, it would be limited time of 30 or 45 minutes, making it harder for the child or me to continue where I left off with the story, because I'm not in that flow. So Montessori gives the child freedom and independence. What will be branded in my mind for the rest of my life were these little virtue cards that we got one to study every week. I'll never forget this. We studied one every week. They consisted of virtues such as respect, unity, independence, responsibility, courage, everything you want a young child to aspire to. And what has stuck with me through the years of high school has been Montessori's focus on the independence of learning and what is raved about by all teachers is a lifelong love of learning. And as soon as I went to college, I noticed that it was annoying not being able to work at my own pace. I had to work with the class, in the classes, sit, lesson, and on the positive side, I found it not that much homework because I used to do most of it in class. And I also found that even though that I was in an ALP class or an advanced learning program, most of my class would try to get out of class or not learn or get out of doing work, whereas I can never do that. I always feel bad when I miss class due to sickness or sport or a trip, and I would not and could not bring myself to wag. This may be because my mom's a teacher, but I definitely believe that Montessori has aided me and will aid all others in developing time management and independence and a personal will to learn things on their own. Going through the Montessori program definitely gives an advantage over those who have been through a mainstream program, and hopefully will make me or other children smarter, nicer, more respectful members of the community. It definitely has the foundation, the support, and the resources to do that, but I don't think it's a guarantee because it all does come down to the child's independent will to drive them forward, and their will, which Montessori supports, them with the independence and the virtues. And naturally, as a teenager, I should want to disown myself for admitting that my parents influenced who I am, but there's no doubt that my upbringing and Montessori schooling has developed me into the person that I am today.